Hello everyone, and welcome back to the finale. That's right, you heard me right. Finale of the Lotus SMP. Now, technically it's second season, but this is my first season, so it's my first Lotus SMP finale. Now you might be wondering, Luma, where have you been? You're a horrible YouTuber. Why haven't you been uploading? Have you made any progress at all? I am happy to share with you that yes, I have been making progress on the base. I promise. Tune into twitch.tv/StellarLuma for all of that content. Anyways, we have been doing so much work on this base, but there is something we still need to do. Now, way back in episode 1, I had done a whole bunch of terraforming. Cue the clip. Dig, 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 dig. But I essentially terraformed a massive ravine, a river, a whole bunch of stuff. But I was supposed to make a bridge, and I didn't the whole season. We're finally going to change that. I have a bridge design that we're going to do, and it looks so cute. As you'll see right in front of me, there's a beautiful schematic. This is our final build on the Lotus SMP, so without further ado, how about we do one more time lapse, shall we? Let's do this. And there we have it. Look at this bridge. Oh, it's so good. I love having everything hanging. Let's get a better view of it here. The path leads right up into it. We've got this beautiful canopy. It's a little bit low, but I like the feeling of the vines encroaching. Feels a little bit old. And it leads perfectly right into our custom mycelium biome as well. Finally, it has taken us so long to make a bridge, and I think that it's perfectly fitting for our final Lotus build. Like, come on now, is that not the most picturesque thing you have seen in a while? Alrighty folks, what you've been waiting for, a tour of the Twilight Forest revamped. So, let's go! Now, I thought it would be really cute to start this tour the same way we started our first episode. Heading through this awesome area that we carved out right at the beginning, we made boat access. Now, has anyone used it? Not really sure, yet to be determined. I probably have to go through, you know, a year's worth of videos to figure that out. But this leads right into our megabase area. Right to the side there is our starter base, but we're not actually starting there. And here we are. Now, I'm not sure if folks have seen this yet. Our maze is complete. I created a very, very small maze. I think that's the only dead end. But created a maze that is kind of reminiscent of the Naga boss from the Twilight Forest. But we complete this maze right here, and we enter into our completely revitalized village. This is just so cute. Oh my goodness. We have a whole bunch of different villager houses that we made on stream. We've got one Fletcher. I think they duked it out and this guy won. There used to be two. We have brought our animals up here into these pens up top. They are finally separated after literal months. For those who know, Swick Umbrella Bro. We have created our lovely cherry blossom and created a few more villager houses along the way. And what village is complete without a farm? So we made a farm as well. Overall, I am so incredibly proud with how this area turned out. It's so pretty. We've got all of our big flower patches. We've got cute little beach sections. I'm particularly in love with the path design that I used as well. The brown mushroom block looks really good with both the packed mud and the mud bricks. If we skirt right up here, then we can also get a really good view of the village as a whole. And from the village into the surrounding forest, just to get a top-down view here, look at the size of this. We have put in so much work throughout the season just so that we can have our own custom large tree biome similar to all of those canopy trees in the Twilight Forest. That's really where we're drawing our inspiration from. And I think this area turned out so well. We've done so much work recently in live streams, just making sure everything feels alive. From meticulously placed ferns, for reference, grass, different patches of flowers. We've got some lily of the valleys. We even have custom ruins, very similar to how sometimes you'll find mini dungeons or old broken down cottages in the Twilight Forest. We've got some flowers, our custom flowers here, whether it's the orange, the pink, the red, and on top of all that, as you can see here, we've made some dandelion designs as well. I have been looking for a good use for glazed terracotta for so long, and yellow glazed terracotta for these dandelions is perfect. They're so cute. As well, some other little details that we can look around and see are our candle cicadas. In the Twilight Forest, they have lime cicadas, and they chirp, and they're super annoying. While the candles do provide light, just as the cicadas do, they don't make noise. So arguably, candles are kind of the way to go. As well, something that you'll see is jars, and there are jars of light, pixies and whatever just hanging from trees and providing light to the forest. So I really tried to replicate that on a lot of our bigger oak trees. So we have got the chains into the lanterns here, and if we choose a smaller tree, we also have a whole bunch of fence posts into chains as well, just to give it a little bit more variety here. You may notice that we actually have more than just the first crafting table tree. I took the willow design and wanted to make trees that don't have wood as stumps, but still look really good from afar. This one is my favorite with the dripstone, but if we take a quick flight over to this far side here, we do also have one made out of mud and mud bricks, which also from afar looks gorgeous. And naturally, of course, the OG, the one, the only, the crafting table willow tree. Let's do one final look at this at night as well. And here we go. The sun is setting, the stars are starting to come out, and this is the environment that the Twilight Forest thrives in. Being able to look up at the trees, the glowiness of the amethyst, hopping up here to see the lanterns lighting up the landscape, walking through the rocks. I'm really glad I can say that I'm proud of this biome and everything that we were able to accomplish here. It is amazing. Another incredible screenshot moment. Feel free to grab it. I know, you can use it. Don't worry, don't worry. It's copyright free. You can use this as your background. But with all of that said and done, I suppose it's time to show you the other biomes that I have been working on. Now, pretty early on into the season, I did design a cherry blossom portal, and it's still been there but the entire area has been really lackluster until now. I've been able to transform this place just a little bit with some extra cherry trees. So this is our miniature cherry blossom biome. We've got our nice pond that we can shoot out from. I would have loved to add more flowers, but time just doesn't allow for some things. But overall, I really enjoy how this section turned out. And walking past all of these lovely cherry blossoms into what is brand new and recently done on stream. This is our custom mycelium biome. There are a few more mushrooms than I anticipated, but that's just because they grow a whole bunch. Mush aside, we were able to find a way to blend all of these together so neatly. Popping up on this mushroom here, this is actually the section where I started. So you'll see that there's a few different things going on. First of all, mycelium spreads a little bit weirdly, and this was something that I had to learn. Mycelium both likes to spread downwards, but I also wasn't exactly sure how it interacted with grass. So the first thing that I did was grabbed a whole bunch of mud because the colors look really great together. A bunch of muddy mangrove roots, a little bit of soul soil, and began making shapes. I wanted to make sure that the entire outside had a fairly thick line that was covered, and you'll see it throughout this entire area here. It's all lined in mud so that these two don't clash, and so that the mycelium doesn't overtake anything. That was my first initial thought. I also wanted to lighten up sections of it because just having it one color is really boring. I love mycelium. Pretty color, but we are actually mixing in a whole bunch of light gray terracotta as well. That blends in really nicely with our cute little mushrooms here made out of diorite walls and the different mushroom blocks. And despite all of the mushrooms, it did feel a little bit plain. So I went Luma. What else can we add? We want something a little bit more muted since that's what this biome needs. So we, as a stream, settled on birch leaves. And just for a little pop of color, we added some berry bushes as well. And, you know, maybe a few nether touches that you can see. We've got our crimson roots, and every once in a while, we also have these crimson fungi as well. Is it a fungus? Is it called it? Or just, yeah, crimson fungus. I'm so good with names. This biome stretches all the way out to the farthest edges of where I had initially terraformed. And we were supposed to deal with that, and we didn't, and that's okay. The pillagers, now that we have the massive ravine that we so lovingly carved, they just kind of fall in the pit. I really love how this biome turned out, especially with the rings. I was able to use a little bit of basalt as well, just to give a little bit more texture to some of these more muddy sections. All right, last but certainly not least, over the winter, we also decided to make this custom mountain biome as well. I was really in love with the idea of the Aurora Borealis, what we called it. We took a lot of inspiration from Slime Rancher on these trees because they do have aurora, flora, and fauna in a place called Powderfall Bluffs. If we head up here, you'll notice nearly everything is spawn-proof. But we've got little ice ponds with flowers. We have our crimson and our warped roots. And this place glows at night. Now, unfortunately, heading into this cave here, I was unable to make a good Yeti design. But I still want to have something in here that showcases the fact that this is supposed to imitate and pay an homage to the Yeti boss within the Twilight Forest biome. So I have this little idea, and it's really funny. I want you guys to stick with me on it, but we need a sheep. Specifically, a sheep. All right, we've got our lead. We're heading towards our sheep pen here.
Sir, we've got our eyes on the targets.
Meow. All right, sheepies, I need one of you. I need one of you. Hi. We're just gonna walk out of here. Is this how this works? Yeah, it is how this works. Let's go. Come on over. Come on over. There. See, that wasn't so bad. Let's go. We are on an adventure together. Yeah, we're gonna have so much fun, and you're not gonna perish.
A few moments later.
All right, we have made it through, all the way through, up and around. You are going to be our Yeti. Now, the boss's name is called Alpha Yeti, but I wouldn't exactly consider this guy an alpha, so it is in quotations. All right, come on over, little guy. We will put you right dead center here. There you go. Alpha Yeti. But now we finally have the Alpha Yeti in our cave. Isn't that great? Now that we've got our Yeti in our cave, there are still a few housekeeping things we need to do. You see the thing that's behind me? We're going to be cleaning up all of our shulker monsters, our whatever you want to call them. They are leaving. They're going goodbye. Now, the big one, the big kahuna, is this chest monster right here. It is organized. To be clear, I am a very good organizer. But it doesn't need to be here anymore, considering we're done our forest. So, in true Season 9 Pearl fashion, I need to become a cleaning lady temporarily. One sec. Whew, we managed to get all of that done. Gosh, I'm tired. Let me just... Ugh. I wish I felt better rested. Alright, wait a minute. What the heck happened? What the heck happened? What am I death? 50? 50? I didn't realize I died so much. Man, this is not a good look for me. Maybe it's because the server's ending? No, that can't be right. Is it linked to my deaths? I mean, other people have died way more than me. Look. It shouldn't be. I haven't seen anyone else experiencing this. Maybe it is the server? Okay. I'm doing some mild amounts of recovery here. Let's go see if we can find some other people. Maybe they're experiencing this too. Here goes nothing. Ah!
Okay.
Oh. Hello?
Hi!
Wait.
I've got everybody here now.
You got everybody? That is...
approaches.
Oh my goodness.
By everybody, I mean 2 people. You and Yogi.
Hello!
That's all that matters.
This is looking really cute.
Thank you.
Okay, my suspicions are confirmed. Nobody else is experiencing server breakdown.
Oh no, I'm internally, I am panicking. I am not finishing this. I am like, oh my god.
I am not experiencing that because I'm good, or at least I think I'm good, and then I'm externally breaking. I don't know, man.
Are you upset that the server's going?
I shouldn't be. There's gonna be another season, right?
I had this with season 1. I was emotionally in shambles for days, but I think I'm too panicked about finishing this season that I'll have time to freak out later.
Okay, my suspicions are confirmed. It's just me? Nobody else in there was breaking. I mean, emotionally, but it's the end of the season. We're all gonna be emotionally devastated. I am getting more than a little bit worried about this. But don't worry. Remember, live, laugh, Luma. Okay. There are still a few hours left. Hopefully nothing worse happens just as I finish a few things up. Oh, there is one last thing I forgot to show you guys, and you can see it on the map. I did finally move the Luma so that everybody knows this is my base, and I added a really cute little flower star over here. Let's see if we can get a better view. Can I make this jump? No! I always make that jump! Literally, how did I flub that so bad? Okay, okay, we're gonna get back up there. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm good. Why didn't my elytra deploy? I'm seeing this right? Right? There's like an hour until the server closes and I'm still online. The server's unhappy. At least with me? My textures are breaking? What the heck? Can I zoom in? Oh, what is going on? I was gonna do one final tour, but I should get off the server before the server offs me. Thank you guys so much for all your support in watching the Lotus SMP from my perspective. I greatly appreciate it. I will be back next season for more fun shenanigans. I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your days, and if I'm lucky, I will see you next season of Lotus. Goodbye!